G'day guys! Today I challenged myself to do a super simple, really quick layout using multiple photos. That's what I challenged myself to do. Now, I pulled out my Vicki Boutins. I don't have all of the collection, but I've just purchased a couple of bits and pieces. The paper that I'm using is from the Vicki Boutins Fernwood paper collection, and I'm using the one called Simple Pleasure. It does have a number. I'll put that in the description if you're curious as to what that paper is. Now, I'm using three 4x4 photos, and I'm backing those with some papers that I got from the Recollections A4 Ombray green teal collection. So in Australia, in Spotlight, you can go and they have paper packs, and it's basically all the colour family together, and there's about 5 different colours in each pack, and they're super economical to buy. They're all plain, they don't have any patterns or anything like that on them, and they're really, really handy. If you want to make a really quick page that pops, do what I'm doing here. Super quick. This literally took me 18 minutes, start to finish. So I have sped it up because, well, I mean, it's 18 minutes. This is literally a quick layout. This is something that anyone can do. You don't need all the Tizz and Frizz. I did use my Cricut. I will be truthful. However, if you don't have a Cricut, you could quite easily just use some stickers, or what else could you use? You could use stickers, you could use die cut if you have. So what I'm talking about is the title. So you could use title stickers, you could use stickers, you could use you could put stickers and back them on foam and cut them out. You could there's a plethora of different ways that you could create the title without using the Cricut. However, I absolutely love my Cricut. So I used, let me see. So what I'm doing here, I'll just very quickly tell you. So I'm double photo matting these photos. So I left when I printed them, because I print them at home on my Epson printer, and I use Epson's matte photo paper. It makes the photos, for what I do it for 2 reasons. One, because I video, the reflection is extremely annoying and frustrating, not only for you to watch, but for the person creating the videos. It's really annoying. So I prefer to print my photos in a matte finish. I find the result with the Epson matte photo paper, I think from memory, I think I bought it from Amazon. And my Epson printer is a 6 color printer. So I get all the different tones and colors. I would say it's quite economical because I don't just print every photo that I take. I mean, truly, if I did that, last I looked on my printer, this will tell you how many photos I take of my children, my animals, when we go places, when we don't vacation very much. I'll put a little bit. I had someone ask me to share a little bit about myself. So given this is a super simple layout, I'll do a little bit of sharing. So I've been married to my husband now for 15 years, and we've been together for over 16 years. And when we met, I had already had a child to another partner, and what can I say? So that's Taylor. So Taylor, and when I met Darren, we got married, bought a house, did the whole white picket fence thing, and we bought a house. We had 2 more babies. That's Angela and Jennifer, and the one in this photo is Angela. She's such a petite little thing, honestly. She really is. And I don't do a lot of vacation photos because we're a single income family, and to be quite honest, we don't vacation a lot. So I will hang on. I'm just going to let you know. See how I've got the white background? I completely changed my mind. Totally changed my mind because I literally worked on getting this border right, and then it registered to me it's not doing anything for the page. So I very quickly made the decision. Once I put these photos on here, that's when I realized that it's all just meh. It's not. My style is to make things pop with minimal ingredients. So we're going to call them ingredients, with minimal things. So see how I popped it on the black, and bingo, that's exactly what it needs. Angela's wearing a black Elmo hat, and she loved this hat. Oh my lord, I swear she wore this thing to death. And which is good because here in sunny Queensland, you need your kids to like to wear hats. So I didn't care if it had Elmo on it or could have had SpongeBob SquarePants. I wouldn't have phased me either way. And mind you, now she's a teenager and it's not cool to wear a hat. The child gets sunburnt more often than I would like to see. Okay, so it just speeds up from this point on because I've made my decisions. I'm just getting it out, getting it done, getting it down. So a little bit more about myself. We don't. So as I was saying, we don't vacation very much. We do go on family day trips. We do that. I can, if you're interested in that sort of thing, I'm more than happy to scrap some of those photos, especially little places around me that that we live in, arguably, and I say arguably at this point because man, precipitation has not been our friend in 2022. We today so far, I'm going to say so far because at the moment it is currently 8:48 a.m. My children have just gone to school. My husband drops them off to school. We are super lucky. So my husband drops them off and I pick them up. So that gives me a good chance to get in the scrap room and get started straight off the bat in the morning, which is fantastic. There's my head. Whoops. That was me reaching forward for my brushes. Okay, so what I've done here is I've selected 2 inks. I went with Peacock Feathers and Salvage Patina. And just to get some, I just cut it out on white cardstock, made the decision quickly and simply. So this is the overlay over the background that I cut out with the matching dark teal colour. So I just wanted to add some ink to these, and I'm trying to do Salvage Patina in the centre and Peacock Feathers around the edges of it. I was a little concerned that maybe it was a bit too much colour on colour on colour, but it looks really good at the end. So I'm using my blending brushes that I bought from Amazon. They're $29 and I believe I got about 10 or 12. Let me count them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So you get 12 blending brushes. Now, they aren't the biggest head on them, but I find that they're really handy because they're just the right size, because I have a lot of the 1-inch cubes. So that's what I have my distress inks in, because storage, etc. So this is what I'm doing. So I'm just making sure before I go all crazy to see if this is going to pop enough for me. Is it going to work? Should I have cut the background on white? Nah, I make the decision there and then. This is what I do when I call it power scrapping. When I'm not allowed, I don't allow myself to procrastinate over one element. That's what I stop myself doing, because quite often I overthink it and I'm just like, nah, you just need to make the decision, get it down, get it on paper, scrap the page. My style is very clean, crisp, straight to the point. I like to do the storytelling side of things, which, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'd love it if you subscribe before you leave me a like, leave me a comment. Any of the above I would be extremely happy with. I try to do at least 5 videos a week. This is what I do full time. So I try and get 5 quality videos out a week. And sometimes I chuck one of these in where it's a simple layout, but it pops, just to show you that you don't always need all the ephemera, all the stickers, the entire paper collection with all the extensions. I get bored very easily with using the same collection over and over and over and over again. I like to mix it up a bit, and I also like to use blank papers. So, for example, Elmo Rocks. I cut that out on white and the matching green for the double matting that I did. And I like to do that to simplify it. Don't get me wrong, sometimes I love all the Tizz, all the bits. Uniquely Creative does beautiful papers, and I love to fussy cut them and get right into it. And then there's other times, like this one, where I'm overthinking all the processes, all the videos for the week, and I have to just peel it back and go, Karen, you're going to do a power layout. You're just going to get in, start to finish, and whack it down quick and trust yourself again. If I was giving a piece of advice to anybody starting out scrapbooking, and I know I do have quite a few new scrappers to my channel, the best piece of advice I can give you is trust your gut. Your page does not have to look like every other page that you see on YouTube. If you're not, like, for example, Missy Whidden, I absolutely love her mixed media pages. Absolutely adore them. But I struggle to recreate her pages. Why? Because that's not my style. I use mixed media. In this particular situation, I used a mixed media page that Vicki Boutins created. The mixed media is already done for me. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to try and get colours in the right spots. None of that. So if you're wondering what pen I'm using here, it's a 0.7 millimeter white Posca pen, paint pen. Absolutely amazing. I love these pens. I have them in all different sizes, shapes and colours. They're really, really good if you want to do a really simple page like I've done here. You might only have one photo and you think, oh, it's a bit bland. Your pen is your best friend. I'm telling you now, trust yourself. If you Google or have a look on YouTube, have a look on Pinterest, there are so many different ways that you can do lines, dots, dashes, spots, squiggles, all of that. And you can get the pen to do a lot of the tizzy work for you. For example, I'm just using the white pen here. Now, I'm not specifically creating a drop shadow or anything like that. I'm just adding a little bit of clear white that's nice and bright, just to add a highlight to the letters. Not in any particular spot, just to be on there to give it that third layer, kind of to mimic the photos. And then I just run around the edge with black. Posca pen, exactly the same. This is how you do a straight line. You move your body. You don't move, so you put your hand on the page, you turn the page, and you simply pull yourself back, keeping your elbow straight, and just pull it towards yourself. Have a practice on some blank paper. And look, I'm just doing some little squiggles along the line, and look how much it draws your attention out from the page. It's awesome. So I will be doing another video today, and I will be back with you tomorrow. Check out my Instagram or my Facebook, and I am getting better at putting things up on there. I will add some more photos up there today, so you can zoom in on them, and it's a little bit hard sometimes on a video to see what you're trying to, like, you can't zoom in on it. So check me out on Create with Karen on Instagram, or on Facebook, it's just Karen Carr. And here I'm using black drawing ink. I'm not a big one for splatters because they stress me out. See, big blob. However, this morning that big blob looks really, really good. The reason I use drawing ink is it doesn't dilute. It goes on jet black. I buy mine from Officeworks. It's water-based, easy cleanup, but do it straight away. And it's perfect. So here's the close-ups, guys. And I'll have everything written in the description below in case you want to make any purchases. And here's the close-ups. So thank you so much for joining me today. I really, really appreciate it. I would super love it if you added a subscribe, or if you invite someone else to come over and get them to watch the video, see if they like my style as well, and maybe they might like to subscribe. That would be fantastic. I am super happy with how this turned out, and here I am. I have no idea what my arm's doing, but I'm pretty confident. Oh, that's right, I forgot to press stop. I left it in there just for a giggle. See, we all make mistakes. So I will chat to you again soon, guys. Thanks very much. Bye.